All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to McBoss Capital channel. Here's my name is Michael Chu. It's 8:53, almost 1.5 hour into the market. Today is May 29th, Friday. As you can see, it's red everywhere, but it's not too bad. It's near flat, but we are down intraday low from the highs. It was up this morning, but now everything is turning red. Lots of stocks, growth stocks are moving down. So that's the problem. Nasdaq volume is also quite high, so that's not good. The New York Stock Exchange volume is lower, so that's a good, okay. But yeah, Nasdaq volume is really high. So let's quickly take a look at the index here and go into QQQ. So yesterday we were weak in the, we went up, but then we kind of come back down, and then we were able to go higher closer to end of day, but then by end of day we actually came back down. So this is the second time now we are finding resistance at the black line here, which is 200-day moving average. um, and today we are reversing lower, so that's again not a good sign, because every chance we get to go over this line and we don't, that's not good news, because you know, eventually we could not try again to come back to this line, right? So as I talk about, we are in a trading range right now. This the low here is the 10-day. The 10-day is slowly coming up. So perhaps as the 10-day comes back up, it will test it once more, and then maybe the third time, maybe it work, maybe it'll work, right? So we'll see. But right now, it looks like we are on another some sort of pullback here, at least intraday. Let's go look at intraday chart here. So yesterday we were pulling back, and then we have this sharp rise right in the midday, and then we were able to hold, and then again at the end of the day we saw this sharp drop. So very volatile a little bit, right? And then today we gap up on some good news, right? And then we came back down already. So the intraday low right here is right there. So there's some support level there. We'll see if it holds. In terms of news, obviously there's lots of earnings which we'll go through, but Trump is now suggesting cutting China tariff rate to 80%, right, instead of the 145%. So, um, you can see here 145% arriving at U.S. ports. So that's quite a bit difference, but still it's still very high, right? So maybe market is not happy about that, anyhow, but yeah. So looking at the growth stock screen, stocks on the move today. Um, I don't think we have 20 stocks. Let me just quickly count here, because generally we should have 20 stocks. We have 18 stocks. 1.5 hour in is, it's not the worst, but it's also not good, right? Because usually you want to have 20 stocks, 1.5 hour in, and it's already starting to weaken in terms of volume. And we saw Nasdaq volume really high, right? So that's also not good, because these are stocks that are up. If you look at down stocks, look at the volume here, right? There's a lot more volume on the downside, obviously. And that's the problem here. So so that's the, yeah. I've already gone through most of this and organized it. So let's just go on to my spreadsheet, and we'll start to go from the top to bottom kind of thing. Yeah. Um, so let's start with app here. So this morning, even though the market index gap up, but the stock did not move up, right? Like it didn't make a new high. That's one. And it has reversed just like the market did. So that is negative, right? Again, one of the problems right now with the growth stock is a lot of them are very extended. So trying to chase them, most likely you will pay for it. So I definitely try not to chase no more at this moment because things are so extended. And the 10 days right here, as you know, this is where my traditional stop level is. And but I do have another stop level that's closer to the intraday lows, kind of like that, right? So we go look at 5 minute chart. You can see we already broke this morning low right here, and this low here. So it's just constantly making new lows, right? So it looks like it's gonna break this low again. So this is not good, and um, because of the gap up on earnings, I don't want to give back too much, right? So I gotta sell some. So that's that one. So technically, this is not in new high zone. It's in just normal trend right now. You see Arago, Credo, they're all coming back down as well. We had Docs reporting, but doesn't have the strongest earnings. Grind, this is not an IBD stock. At least I've never seen them mention it, but it is on my list. Let me go to the earnings. So earnings, 0.09, which is better than the zero point zero 0.08 expected, but the stock still came down this morning. So here's the big bar. So it was going up really nice, and obviously again extended, and it reacted, right? Kind of similar to Palantir the other day when it reacted to bad earnings, and but it has bounced back from the 21 day. So looks like it's finding support here and here, two levels here. So that's pretty good. So but again, we'll see if this can hold up. That's very important. But looks like it's bouncing though. So MGI now, let me take a MGNI is one that I missed on earnings, and they followed through today. It is reversing though. Again, very extended. So the 10 days down here, the price is up here, like super extended, right? Um, now now it's just holding really tight as the 10-day catch up. It's getting closer now, the 10-day, and this is holding really tight. So this is very good looking chart right now. Nvidia also reversed. You can take a quick look, and Reddit is still below the trend line, so no action there. So this is also reversing. Um, so again, the 10 days right here. It's not too far away, but it is. It may come back to it again. Um, take a quick look at Palantir. Palantir also reversed a little bit lower. Um, So yeah, pretty much all the growth stocks are pulling back. This question is which one pulls back the list today and bounce. That'll be a good, another good, maybe entry point there. Um, with SITM reporting, I believe. So this one reported yesterday. Today it reversing, but it's still green. So very positive. Yes, another stock that is extended from the 10-day right here. Tigo has a very crazy day yesterday. From earnings, it went all the way to the 50-day, but it bounced all the way back up. That was a crazy move. Today it looks like it's still higher, even though it reversed from a new high. So it's very positive in that sense. Look at 50-day, 5 minute chart here. So here's the big drop on the first 5 minute, and then it bounced back right after. Going into the retail sector, AT&T is a Chinese hotel chain. Here's the bounce right here, and after that it's been falling through. So unfortunately I missed this one. It's a nice bounce. ATGE also reported. Here's the earnings gap up right here again. Um, this is traditional buy point right here. So another one that I missed, unfortunately, but yeah, very good bounce. Okay, let me see what else here. Expedia reporting, but I didn't think it did much today. So it fell. A lot of earnings also, like a lot of stocks report earnings and fell today. Um, NGVC grocery, a little bit defensive this one, but it did report today, and it looks like it's coming back to the middle range, giving back after the earnings. So here's the gap up on the earnings, starting to give up some of the gains here. Let me see what else. Moving into industrials, we have road reporting today. Feel free to look at other stocks on the list. It's all from this week. So this one still looks pretty good. So yeah, it's a big improvement on earnings, and it's nice, very nice looking chart. Um, so here's the little pullback right here yesterday, and then it bounced off that, and then it didn't want to touch the 10-day, you see, and then today it followed through with the earnings. It's holding up. It gap down after it gap up, and then it moved down really hard, then it bounced back, then it comes down. So far it's making higher lows, so looks looks okay, but yeah, it's actually a little bit volatile this morning. So yeah, it looks really good. I think this one might be good to watch. Again, many growth stocks are pulling back today. So I would wait. I would give it more time today to see if the market can rebound. Um, Today, okay, who else? Hello reported earnings 2 days ago. It's holding very tight. Look at that. It's making higher lows. So the 10-day has to catch up. As it catch up, this will probably bounce again. So I think this is a good, near a good entry point so far. So this is another good watch now. Pen. Well, this one is pulling back very tight. Look at how tight this is. This is a double bottom base. Breaks out from it, and then it hasn't make a new high yet, but look at this handle here. Very nice bounce today. Not sure if there's news, but looks really good. Okay. Insulet also report earnings gap up. Very nice base here. A little bit extended right now, obviously, but it's expected when you have earnings. So again, holding the lows very so far, very good stock so far. Yeah, another good stock. On the gold side, market is down today, and gold tend to act well. Let me go to the gold price first. The gold price is bouncing back today, gap up and found support. So it's starting to trying to come back, right? Obviously. So again, let me go back to intraday chart. So here, gaps up, goes down, and then bounce and make a new high. Oops, makes new high. So it's trying to anyway. Obviously we still have this downtrend here, so looks good. Yeah, and then we look at AU and go to the daily chart here. So here's a bounce right here. So I took a position this morning on this bounce. The 10-day is starting to rise up, so that's really good. WPM is the other one. Also report earnings. It's also bouncing. It's not as strong as AU, but at least it's bouncing. So those are two stocks that are doing okay. And then we have Kins and Toast here on the financial side. That I think both of them reported too. So here's Kins on the gap up on earnings, very strong. It's definitely extended because it's 17% up now, so it's quite extended. And then we look at Toast here. This one is also quite extended, 14%. It's starting to come back a little bit. Let's go look at intraday chart. So it got nice big gap up on the second bar as well. Then it comes down, found support here. So it looks really good. Yeah, I mean this one is still look okay. It's not too far extended from the traditional buy point, which is the previous high. But yeah, given the market condition today, let's go take a look. This will be make sure you guys watch the weekend market video and growth stocks list video I usually come up with. So yeah. But let's look at QQQ here. You know, we are stuck in this 200-day line here. And QQQ is now green again. So again, we're really trying hard here. This, you know, the fact that it could have easily given up today, but it didn't. Like, I mean, it still can, but at least so far this morning it hasn't. Like, because it could have come back to the 10-day and just breaks it, and then that would be it, and then we start a new downtrend. So the fact that it's bouncing right now, is a good sign, because then again we might want to challenge yesterday's high and go above 200 days. So this is the near the 200-day zone. So if we do come back up and challenge this and go stay above 200-day, we can start seeing more institution money coming in because this is a big confidence line for institutions. So you know, again, this is the third try right now. First try, yesterday second try, today's third try. If we can come close above that line, it will be very bullish because that will set up for Monday to have a gap up. Um, you know, probably pending on some news, right? Maybe tariff news or something. With China, I don't know, something that could happen, right, over the weekend. But obviously, it could go south too, right? So there's no free lunch here, so there's always risk. So you know, our number one job priority as trader is to manage risk. So thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a very good Friday and weekend, and hope to see you online here. Bye.